the throat of the cod like that, down to the belly, and that's the job of the cutter done. You slice the fish along to the header. This is a nice liver from the cod. This is a nice healthy fish, right?
Yes, yes.
So this would be a good fillet to have in your frying pan, frying for your supper, right? The liver, we drop in the liver bucket. We're in the heat of the summer sun. It's changed into cod liver oil. If you ever drank cod liver oil, okay, you probably drank from this bucket here then. Seriously, that, 100 years ago, if you wanted a liver bucket, you had to make your own. So somebody made this little wooden bucket for their liver bucket. When you were cleaning cod, in 5 minutes, this bucket would be full of liver, and you take it by the strap here and empty it into a larger barrel called a puncheon. At the end of the fishing season, you'd have 5 or 6 or 7 puncheons of cod liver oil to skim off, sell to the fish merchant, who in turn would sell it to somebody bottling cod liver oil. In Newfoundland, there was a Duralist Doyle company in St. John who bottled the cod liver oil. The gills, and on each side, cut out the cod tongue. And then you put 2 fingers into there, your thumb here, because we want to get every bit of it. It's so good. And, oops, there is the cod tongue. So I'm now cut out the cod tongue, right? That is really, really delectable.
Oh, yeah, it's delicious.
Now, I'm going to tell you that I would prefer to have that pan fried. If you go in the restaurant, I would suggest, if you suggest you want your cod tongues pan fried and not deep fried, you want them rolled in flour and fried on scrunchions in the frying pan, little cubes of pork. I just cut out the cod cheek there. So we're going to put the cod cheek by the tongue, and just in case you didn't see, on each side of the cod's head, there's a cavity filled with flesh. That's the cheek of the cod, and we just take the cheek off with our thumb like that. So we have right there now tongue and cheek slice, right? So this is the splitting knife, and so we put the cleat here on the splitting table to keep the fish from moving away from us as we cut down along by the sound bone. And here's the first cut done now. You notice how the table is cut out here, and that enables me to cut through here. And now we have split the cod, just as quick as that, right? So we took the sound bone out of the cod, and now the cod can lie flat, so that it can be salted, and eventually spread on the flakes to dry in the sun. So the bone that we took out of the codfish is called the sound bone. The sound bone is like the buoyancy control system that a scuba diver would have, because if this codfish wants to come up to the surface and feed on schools of capelin close to the surface, it will fill this bladder full of here. When you get fish in what's called capelin skull, this bladder will be tight with here so the fish can easily swim at any depth, right? My mother would cut this off here. We would cut this off of the bone here. My knife don't cut very good now. And I say, Mother, what are we going to have for supper tonight? Well, probably we'll have some fried sounds. And that's that would be a sound there, right?